Alright folks, how are you all doing? Who have we got? We've got, oh, Dave Burke's here. Nice one. Hi Dave, oh, you good out there?
No, not good.
How can you be in two places at once, man? That's magic. That's well good. Hi Justine, and Fish, and Valerie, and Howard, and Deep Burrito. How are you all doing? Hope you're good. If there's a noise when I talk, there's fans running. But whatever, it's so stupidly hot here. Steve-O, good to see you. I presume everybody can hear us and everything's okay. It's alright. We're live, and yeah? And Ali Patches is in as well. You can hear us, we're live, yeah? It's all happening. Yeah? Nice one. Yay. Thanks, Valerie. Should we do a track?
Yeah, why not?
Alright. Oh, and Dave has a microphone as well.
Hello.
Yeah, so you can listen to him for a bit. Thanks, Ali. Nice one. Ali can hear us, and we are live. Go on then, let's do track for Tim. That felt nice.
It's too hot in here.
It's ludicrous, isn't it? Yeah, I think we're gonna play these in just little batches and take little breaks. And we'll get, thanks Valerie, thanks Howard. And yeah, just take little breaks in between because it's just so stupidly hot. There's no air in the room. It's mad. And we don't do air conditioning in the UK unless you buy a posh car, basically. You know.
Yeah, we tried to fit all the gear in my car, but it didn't work.
No. What do you reckon? What about acrobats?
Yeah, why not?
Yeah? I'll have to change snare drums. Do I bother? Nah, do I bother?
We haven't actually got a fixed set list order today. We're just going to wing it.
Precisely. I don't like it. I'm changing it. It has to be right, doesn't it? You know? It's acrobats. It's got to be right.
It does.
Let's hope I can get the intro right as well on the click. Oh, that helps, putting that snare drum all the way over there with stuff on it. As you can see, everybody, we're amazingly organised for this stream. You know? It's a bit lax, isn't it, really? It's a bit lax. But what do you expect? We're hamsters. You know? We can't be expected to do things like normal humans. That would be weird. Alright, let's try it. Hey, that were alright. That were alright, that, mate. That were alright. The snare drum was a bit lively. I forgot, and I've taken the damping off it, and it was a bit spoingy doingy. Doing, doing, doing. Doing, doing. But apart from that, it was alright. Bloody amateur. And I've even got my squishy cat ready as well to put it on. Look, squishy mishy cat that just turns back into a cat no matter what you do with it.
Oh, that's freaky, that is. That's
Oh yeah,
freaky.
you don't like it, do you?
No. Gives me the ick.
Yeah, it does feel weird, I've got to be honest. It feels very odd. It feels like a really bad silicone implant that's gone a bit wrong. It's horrible. But at the same time, it's really kind of, ooh.
No, it's not.
Yeah, it is.
No, it's not.
It is.
No, it's not.
You're just weird. Men are supposed to like squishy
Yeah,
stuff.
but I would suggest your silicone implant's gone seriously wrong if it's in the shape of a cat in the first place.
Well, I'm not disagreeing with that point at all. It's a good point, well made.
That would be the grounds for a medical malpractice suit right from the off.
Yeah, probably. Yeah. Yeah, probably. Because I can't. There we go. Right.
What are you going to do next? What's
I
next?
have no idea. What do you reckon?
Something like Yet Untitled?
Okay.
Does that work?
Yeah. All right. I can deal with that.
We just find the
As yet untitled.
Yeah,
I mean,
that's not
can you believe it? We haven't even got a title for it. The title is
Oh, that's not
As
right,
Yet
isn't it?
Untitled.
Yay. Right.
What?
Ready whenever you are.
All good? Yeah. Okay. Let's do it, yeah. That ending. Hello to I Love Neymar. This is actually real and happening. Good to have you with us. Really nice to have you in the chat. Hope you're good. And yeah, Chris, it's me. Good to see you, man. Covered by CQ. I tried. Did I try last night to stay up for Laurie's stream? Not really, not because I was advised to go to bed. A good friend of mine advised me to just go to bed, Mr. Smith. Go to bed, yeah? So I went to bed. I think it was about 4 o'clock or something. I made it to about 4 o'clock and you didn't even start till 5 with Laurie's stream. So it was a bit much.
Yeah, the good friend in question wasn't me because I was already in bed.
You were already in bed, yeah, yeah. Well, the bassist, right, so the bassist is on a PC here. And the bassist is a combination of Andy, our old bass player, who left the band because he's got hearing problems. He ended up with bad tinnitus and just not sure where he's at with music in general. That's a bit of a shame. In fact, it's absolutely crap. So some of the bass lines are from Andy and then some of the bass lines are from me. And they're on a PC to a click. And there's a couple of other bits on it. There's some other guitars and keys on some of them. But Dave's live guitar and I'm live drums at the minute. At some point in the future, a bass player would be nice. I'd like a miracle from God and Andy back in the band. If I could have anything. Not sure whether that'll happen.
Albeit, we will of course be using the excuse that we usually use of when we make a mistake, it's because we've got confused as to where we are on the click. It's not because we're incompetent on our instruments or anything like that, of course. It's entirely down to us struggling to play to a click with a predefined bass.
Yeah.
That's entirely the reason. So there is that point for not getting a live bass player back. We lose that excuse. You know, people realise we are actually crap. But, you know, that's another peek behind the hamster curtain, you know.
Good to see you, Blazing Stars. And Mike and Dawn Janez. Wow! Great to see you guys here. Nice one. And Mugs. Mugs Money in the building, you already know. I've not seen your latest track as well yet, Mugs. It's been hectic for me. It's been really hectic and I've not had a chance, but I've heard about it. And I'm coming to check it out. I will be there within the next 48 hours. And Chris, covered by CQ, I know I've got some stuff to catch up on with you as well. Again, I'll be there with in the next few days at your channel. A nice one, Neymar, if you're going as well. Good to have you here for a bit. Nice to see you, buddy. What next, dude? Alright. You okay? Reverbs.
This will get harder the further through we get because we'll forget which ones we haven't done. This is the downside to not having a set list.
It is.
If we start playing something again we've already done, please somebody tell us.
Is this the home? Is this the home, nurse?
Yeah, there was some ropiness from me there, but you know.
We were nearly together at the end.
Yeah, we did waver a bit, didn't we?
It was, something happened on the way to heaven, sweetheart. Something happened on the way to heaven. Let's do one more and take a minute.
Okay.
Yeah? Oh, and who did I see in the chat? I saw Costa. Always great to have you here, man. I saw Jimmy as well, brother. Always good to see you. So Dennis Ellis and Pause on Guitars. Good to see you. What are you thinking, Dave?
Is it too early to do a mile this time?
No, if you want. Let's do it. I'll just find it. Okay, amalgamated time. Oh, honestly, amalgamated time. Norman, wherever you are, brother, I miss you. Hope you're okay up there. The great gig in the sky. Alright, a bit of, I don't know, drum and bassy-ish stuff. This is called Amalgamated Time. No, it's called Amalgamated Time, darling. Not Amalgamated Time. What was that? Cockney bastard. Yeah, it wasn't bad. It wasn't bad, was it? It was all right. I cocked up the ending and I wrote a check I couldn't cash right at the end. But what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? Wow. Yeah, all right. We'll be back soon. Won't be long.
Tell us about and for sure you know, we have that obviously and I'm very excited. Really good so far, but
well, Max, what is your view?
Anything that you add, you know, people start speculating about that as well. And
I mean, see, okay, fine.
For me, it's not about that, to be honest. Yeah, I don't know, but
It's not easy for us.
Looking down on empty streets, all she can see are the dreams all made solid, are the dreams made real. All of the buildings and all of the cars were once just a dream in somebody's head. She pictures the broken glass, pictures the steam. She pictures a soul with no leak at the seams. Take the boat out, wait until darkness. Let's take the boat out, wait until darkness comes. Nowhere in the corridors of pale green and grey, nowhere in the suburbs in the cold light of day. There in the midst of it, so alive and alone, would support like bone, dreaming of mercy street. Where you're inside out, dreaming of mercy. In your daddy's arms again, dreaming of mercy street. Swear they moved that sign, dreaming of mercy. In your daddy's arms, pulling out the papers from the drawers that slide smooth, tugging at the darkness, word upon word, confessing all the secret things in the warm velvet box. To the priest, he's the doctor, he can handle the shocks. Dreaming of the tenderness, the tremble in the hips, kissing Mary's lips, dreaming of mercy street. Where you're inside out, dreaming of mercy. In your daddy's arms again, dreaming of mercy street. Swear they moved that sign, dreaming of mercy. In your daddy's arms. And with her father is out in the boat, riding the water, riding the waves on the sea.
Hello again. How's it going? Jade! Yay! And Rob. And a fan in the background because we've moved it and it's better.
It's way more better.
Yep. It is. It's a lot better. Right, okay. So, Dave's going to just tell some of the guitar freaks what's going on.
Yeah, I mean, Mr. Smith's done something very dangerous. He's encouraged me to talk about guitars. So we'll now lose people progressively over the next 45 minutes as I talk about guitars. Basically, the first guitar that I played was, well, three of the five guitars today are all basically the same guitar. It's just my stupid habit of connecting the same guitars. So they're all Gibson ES-345s, all made in 2016, all 1964 reissues, part of a custom colour series that Gibson made. So that first one I was playing on those first few tracks was the seafoam green one. Don't ask Justine why it's called seafoam green, because she gets confused as to why colours named after the sea are greens rather than blues when you're talking about guitars. I don't understand it either, but that's seafoam green apparently, named after the sea, but it's green. The one I've got now is just slightly different because it's got a Bigsby on it, otherwise it's identical to the other two. Olive drab, I think this is officially called. ES-345s have this weird varitone switch thingamabob on them that's basically a set of resistors and capacitors that does a frequency kind of curve, does a special EQ across 5 different settings as well as the normal straight through. So it does things like so that's the normal sound, that's the standard sound with both pickups on, and you start getting things like this going on as you switch through. Sort of thinner and thinner options. Most of them utterly unusable. This demo, as I'm now giving you, is the one and only time you will hear it being used at any point tonight on this stream. It's pretty pointless. Most people think it's pointless unless you're called BB King, and then you find one sound that you think is brilliant and you use it all the time, and everybody else agrees it's brilliant, but then again, he only uses that one. Well, he only used that one sound. God rest him. So yeah, these are 3 of the 5 guitars tonight. The other one's in frost blue. I'm sure we'll get around to that at some point. Fairly logical to name blue after frost, I suppose. I don't know. Justine, you might have some criticisms around colour naming. I don't know, but there you go. That's me talking about guitars. Anything anybody else wants to know about these guitars before I shut up and we do something more interesting?
I don't care if they do want to know. I want to play some music.
Excellent. Me too.
Yeah, they can put it in the chat and we'll ignore it. Yeah, nice one. I mean, we'll answer your question immediately. We'll stop everything and answer. All right, this is called Don't Sit There, or as we like to say, Don't Sit There.
Wasn't exactly my high point in terms of use of effects pedals, that one. Starting off with yourself muted and then realising that the pedal you're using for your attenuation, you'd accidentally knocked the gain knob so it was boosting.
Yeah. Yeah.
But at least I realised.
You realised, you did it, you sorted it like a professional,
Well,
you powered through.
well,
Well, yeah,
I sorted it.
yeah.
Not like a professional.
No, because a professional would have had a tech that ran out and
This is
sorted
true.
it.
This is very true.
Do you know what I mean?
This is very, very true.
Or if you were the Edge, you'd have, what's his name, Willie, under the stage.
I'd have what on the stage?
He used to be a lighting engineer. He's been under the stage playing guitars and keys and sorting out the Edge's loops for over 25 years. He's essential to the Edge's guitar playing. The Edge does nothing. He just prances about and looks good in a beanie hat. He looks like Jimmy's brother, actually. Looks like Jimmy's brother. In his beanie hat and that, looking all cool. And you've got him under the stage, all running about, pressing buttons and triggering loops and stuff and turning delays on. Yeah, he's been there for over 25 years.
Under the same stage for 25 years?
Yeah, they just kept him there.
That's a bit harsh.
I know. They pay him well, though.
Sounds a bit like a dungeon to me.
Now we're talking my kind of thing, Dave, you know what I mean? I don't wear the mask for nothing, mate, you know, I'm just saying, alright. I'm just saying, you know, it's not for nothing, alright. So, some would say it's a dead giveaway. You'd be wrong. I like romantic walks in the park, actually. Not with you. No, I said romantic walks in the park and then looked at you. That was a bit weird.
That's more than a bit weird.
Yeah. Oh, you go for walks in the park at night, don't you?
Yeah, but not with you.
Yeah, but you're just counting steps.
No, I'm not counting steps. My step counter does that.
Well, yeah.
I'm not literally going around counting to myself.
Why don't you? Just,
Because that would be weird.
I suppose. Yeah, all right. I'd have to do it. I'd have to do it one night. Just to see if it matched the step counter.
To be honest, I do sometimes. I have done that.
You see?
I have
Look,
checked.
I'm not alone.
I do have mental logs of the step accuracy of my Fitbit step counter.
Yeah.
I know that it's different whether I'm wearing shoes or not wearing shoes.
Get out.
No, seriously. It's worse at detecting footsteps when I'm not wearing shoes and walking around my flat.
No.
Yes. It's only about 3 to 4% out when I'm wearing shoes. Although it depends on the shoes. Valerie, I'll do a spreadsheet sometime and I'll show you.
Oh, fucking hell. Oh my God. Right, let's play some music.
Are we doing hurry up?
Yeah. All good? Nice one. Folks, hey, Falcon Loser. Good to see you. I've been working on it. I will have something to you and our guy. Hey, we know a guy, you know. We know a guy. Okay. Yeah, I'll have something to our guy in the next couple of days. Right, I'm just pressing buttons, Dave. What am I supposed to be doing?
I don't know. What do you want to do now?
Don't know. Thanks, you. Nice one.
Yeah, thank you. Spreadsheets are nothing to be ashamed of, Valerie. You're quite right.
I had such a disgusting comment to make then, and I stopped myself.
I can probably guess the general theme.
Yeah.
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 Spent too much time with you over the years. It's like I can see inside your brain. And it's not a pretty thing.
I don't like that.
No.
Don't like that. What, you can see everything? You can't see everything, can you?
No. I just get the occasional glimpse. It's like a glimpse behind the hamster curtain.
Get closer.
Hello.
Yeah.
Sorry.
It's alright. It's like a glimpse behind
the curtain of the hamster curtain. It's like double curtaining. If that makes sense. Like curtain squared.
Curtain squared.
Or something. I'm talking too much nonsense. What track we do next?
I asked you, this started with me asking you.
Yes, I know. But you're the one with the computer with all. I know you're streaming and stuff, but you've got the file with all the. You're expecting me from memory to remember what we've done and not done.
Oh, alright. Alright, hang on a minute. I'll go down the list. We've done Acrobats, we've done Track for Tim.
Yes.
We've done Skippity.
Yes.
We've not done A-Team. Let's do
18.
Let's do A-Team. Yeah, let's do A-Team. I came to play this the other night on a stream and stopped because it was the wrong version and it did me head in. It felt dead slow and boring and dull. So I'm proper looking forward to this.
I saw that.
I'm looking forward to it,
It was
man.
weird. It was a tad weird.
Yeah, wasn't it? It felt all, I don't know, lethargic.
It's because it didn't have my positive energy in the room, you know.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Right, bye Dave. I'm muting your microphone now. Right, we can all talk about it now. We can't answer back. Alright, this is the 18. Yeah, that was all right. I enjoyed it. I think I played it a bit hard. My wrist suffered a bit, but... So, what's left that you need a big Boyd for?
Nothing.
Okay.
Nothing. Do you want to do one more in this segment and then
Yeah,
move on? So, 11 to 12?
we'll do 11 to 12 and we'll take another couple of minutes.
Yep.
Yeah? Alright. This is quintessential hamster track. This is the 11 to 12. And for anybody who wants to know, the verses are in 11s and the choruses are in 7s. Basically, and it is not an 8 and a 3 in the verse. It is not. It is an 11-8 riff. 11-4. 11-8.
I'm less of a hardliner than Mr. Smith is on this one.
It's 11-8.
I think of it as 2 4s and a 3, to be honest with you. But so
No.
make your own mind up. Don't let Mr. Smith dictate to you.
What? 2 4s and a 3. Honestly, you see, just, oh my god, it's disgusting! Oh, that was good. That was good. That was good. All right. All right, we're not going to be as long this time. We'll be back soon, yeah? See you in a minute.
And the track is called Lost Without You. Let's see what happens.
By myself, trying to figure ways to you. Your voice stuck in my brain. We never got to see it through. And I know I feel more pain if we're speaking truth. Cause when the day comes I still lose, So will I feel it again? I just don't know. And I'm hoping I'll find a way to let go. So if you love me, how could you leave me so long? So will I feel it again? I just don't know. I just don't know. I just don't know. Cause when the day comes I still lose, So will I feel it again? I just don't know. And I'm hoping I'll find a way to let go. So if you love me, how could you leave me so long? So will I feel it again? I just don't know. I just don't know. Looking back at our time, hoping that we did it right. And give me any reason to call you up late at night. And we know it's for the best, I won't put up a fight. Cause when the day comes I still lose, So will I feel it again? I just don't know. And I'm hoping I'll find a way to let go. So if you love me, how could you leave me so long? So will I feel it again? I just don't know. I just don't know. I just don't know. Cause when the daylight comes I still lose, So will I feel it again? I just don't know. And I'm hoping I'll find a way to let go. So if you love me, how could you leave me so long? So will I feel it again? I just don't know. I just don't know. Looking back at our time, hoping that we did it right. And give me any reason to call you up late at night. And we know it's for the best, I won't put up a fight. Cause when the day comes I still lose, So will I feel it again? I just don't know. And I'm hoping I'll find a way to let go. So if you love me, how could you leave me so long? So will I feel it again? I just don't know. I just don't know. I just don't know. Cause when the daylight comes I still lose, So will I feel it again? I just don't know. And I'm hoping I'll find a way to let go. So if you love me, how could you leave me so long? So will I feel it again? I just don't know. I just don't know.
Hello. We're back. We're back for the last segment of the show. We've got some bangers for you. And we've got some Hamsters tunes. So you might notice that Dave has changed guitars as well. And he's now playing a Hamer, which is one of my favourite guitars of his.
Yep.
And I'm not usually a fan of guitars with F-holes. However, that particular guitar is absolutely beautiful. And I like the way the colour runs through the back of the neck and all the way to the top of the headstock. It's beautiful. Gorgeous, isn't it? Go on,
It is quite nice.
what colour is that officially?
Ocean turquoise, I believe. There we are with another sea-based colour scheme.
Oh, but they've landed straight in the middle.
They have really, haven't they, with turquoise?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, that's cheeky.
they have.
I see what the strategy was there. But yeah, if you know, if there's ever like a last will and testament from Dave and it ever mentions anything to do with me, can it be that? Or something, you know?
Yeah, I suppose so.
Yay! Not that I'm hoping for it.
Keep this as your record.
I don't actually
So
want it.
when you murder me next week, you can come and claim this guitar, you know.
Yeah, did I say that live on a stream? Oh crap! I've given it away now. I'm gonna have to wait a few years, aren't I?
You're gonna have to let it settle.
Oh bloody hell! Oh, blew it again. I'm crap at this serial killing. I tell you, crap at it. I'll stick to drumming instead. There we go. Right. Bloody hell. Fish says, I want to bath with that guitar.
He wants to what?
Bathe. Fish, she wants to bathe with that guitar. Howard wants to marry it.
Uh-oh.
I'm writing you off so that I can get my hands on it. There's a lot of... Justine's been very complimentary, and it's the colour of Justine's car as well, you know. So, and even Hugh's wetting himself over there being 3 P90s in it.
Oh dear.
You know? This is causing a ruckus, Dave. Flipping heck. You know? But yeah. It's just one of those things. It's beautiful. Okay, let's have a go at Spiegel Tent, yeah?
Yep.
Let's see what this puppy sounds like. Vibes is here! And straight away, Many Vibes notices that guitar. See, I told you. That's the one. If there was the one, that is it. That's it. Oh, really good to see you, Many Vibes. Little Purple Heart. And love to Mama as well. Hope she's doing okay. So Dave's changing guitars because that track was in a different tuning. Apparently. What tuning was it in?
It's in the standard.
Oh, right, okay. Right. And then you said 2 tracks till Fish.
Yeah.
Okay.
2 tracks till Fish, fucked up, and then tracks till Fish, yeah?
Yep. So Dave is now switching to the... I sound like I'm on QVC. Okay, so Dave now has hold of another one of the 65 reissue Gibsons. And
Mr. Smith's fault. He's making me swap to all of them.
Yeah, and this one's in Twatty Blue. Not Twatty Blue. What is it, Dave?
Frost Blue.
Yeah, the Seagull's Inner Eyeball Blue. Yeah. Anyway, yeah. And it's got strings on and some knobs.
It does.
So there you go. Well. That is and it's got some twiddly things that you twiddle the twiddlers with, and the strings sound different. So there you go. That is Mr. Smith's technical review of Dave's guitar.
You could almost use that in your sound sessions.
Do you reckon?
Yeah, almost.
Did it sound like I practiced?
Just polish it up a little bit, put on that Cockney accent that you often use.
Right, yeah.
And it's there, you know?
Yeah. It's got little twiddly things that, like, you twiddle and the strings make a different noise.
Just channel Michael Caine, you know?
Yeah, it's like it makes it twang differently or something, you know? It's like a different twang, innit? I always find their machine heads to be really weird. Kind of
like
old looking, and I don't like them.
They're my favourites.
I don't get it. They're weird. They look a bit... They always look like I'm going to snap them or something. I don't know. Or like the plastic's gone a funny colour. Did they make it that way on purpose? I mean, or was it an accident they just went with originally?
No, they... I think on guitars like this, they try to make it look like it's aged slightly.
Right, yeah.
They weren't originally this colour. They were much sort of more sparkly, sort of creamy white.
Okay.
But they did kind of go a bit greenish over the years. The really naff ones, the really naff new ones, just completely overdo the greenness, and they just look like they're made of snot, you know.
Nice.
You know, a bit like my comment on Valerie's stream the other week about trying to colour match, you know, luminous.
Of course.
Snot, you know.
Yeah, of course.
It's that kind of colour, really.
Yeah. Well, I think Hugh has nailed the colour with a Smurf trouser blue.
Smurf trouser blue. Yeah, it is. Papa Smurf.
That's cornflower blue. Yeah, not puke blue. Sorted?
Yeah.
Okay.
2 tracks of Fish, right?
2 tracks of Fish, yeah, and let's see if we can get this right at the end.
To a Luna again. Just to point it out.
Yeah, this was named basically by a Luna. Yeah. Okay, let's have a go. That was the track from today for me. That was awesome. Yeah, that was mint. It's not very often it happens. But when it does, you can feel it. You can feel it, can't you? There's a thing, there's just an extra bit. It's when, this is the weird bit about music sometimes. Well, it's, like you talk about magic and voodoo and all this stuff, but there's just moments when it becomes bigger than the sum of its parts, and they all come together to make something with just that added extra element. And it's completely intangible. You don't know what it is, but it's there, and you can feel it. What is going on? What are we tapping into? What is happening? What is it? Because we all feel it as well. There's those moments like the hairs on the back of your neck go, and all of a sudden you're connected with it, and it's happening, and fucking hell. What is it? It's the closest thing to love I've ever felt, with that amount of, it takes my breath away and it makes my heart stop. I can't breathe. Oh my God. It's like, it's one step off love. I think that's maybe why music's the really universal language, because it's so close to that intensity of expression. It's incredible. Incredible. I love it. Oh, sorry.
Let's just watch us now utterly massacre fucked up.
Probably. All right. Yeah, go on then. Yeah, let's make a mess of it.
This definitely is the one in the weird tuning.
Yeah.
Timing. Sorry. Not tuning. Timing.
Yes. Okay. We didn't fuck it up.
Pretty decent, that.
It was all right, that, wasn't it?
It felt somehow like we were playing it slower than usual.
I know. There's been a couple of times that's happened, and I've felt like I'm not in with the click for some reason. I don't know what's going on. I think For me, right, your guitar is louder than I normally have it in my monitors.
Right, okay.
And I think that's what's happening. It's just your sound nicks a bit at the top end of the click.
Okay, got you.
So it's. But if I turn up the click too far, all of my cymbals disappear.
But I mean, clearly we are playing it still to the click, aren't we?
Oh yeah.
It's just, it must just be one of those things. It's probably that slightly higher adrenaline going, making it feel like we're holding ourselves back playing to the click.
Yeah, it's weird.
Sense.
It's weird. Trying to chase it, basically, it feels like to me. Instead of being with it. It's not my dance partner. It's leading. You're leading again, darling.
But it felt nice on that one, because that one sometimes has a feeling that we're trying to cram everything into too small amount of time.
Yeah, there is that.
On that one, I meant it as a good thing.
Yeah, of course. I'm with you.
Catch the pigeon?
Probably not, but we'll have a go.
Yeah, we can do it.
Running around
Fret
like
thee
Rocky, trying to catch a chicken.
Fret thee not.
Yeah?
Yep.
Okay, let's see if we can get this right. The ending's a bit complicated, but let's see. Oh, in fact, it's less complicated than the other one, isn't it? Whoa. I've new thing. Right, start that again. Oh, I enjoyed that again. That was well done. I really like that ending as well. For some reason, the ending reminds me of Golden Brown. There's something about I don't know, yeah, I just get Golden Brown from it. And Golden Brown is, if I had a top 10 singles ever, Golden Brown would be in there. It's just awesome. It was like no other single ever put out. It was Golden Brown. Awesome, absolutely awesome. Lays me down with my mind, she runs throughout the night. No need to fight, never a frown with gold. So, that's the end of the 65 reissues and the Hammer, and we are playing the last 3 tracks on a standard Les Paul, whatever that is, if there's such a thing in the world. Is there a thing in the world called a standard Les Paul? Really?
There is. There is. There wasn't originally. Gibson kind of appropriated the name after other people really started using them.
Right.
I have nothing more interesting to say than that.
Oh, was that it?
That was it.
Right, okay. If you can let me know next time when you're finished.
Sorry, I do apologise. I'll put a full stop at the end of all my spoken sentences.
You can't just ghost me like that, man. We're supposed to do with that.
So this guitar is showing up because last time around, when I forgot to tell Mr. Smith what instruments I was bringing, and therefore we had the carryover equipment listing from the previous, there was somebody who was asking when we were going to be playing the Candy Apple Blue Les Paul, and unfortunately last time the answer was we're not. So this time around I thought the answer better be we can, and we are.
Yeah.
Plus, I can't do a live stream with that Les Paul, it's not allowed.
This is true.
Not allowed.
Smurf Raincoat Blue Les Paul, is that blue?
It is.
Let's have a look.
It's the Candy Apple Blue one.
Oh, it is the Candy Apple Blue, right.
Yeah.
Nice.
So it's basically a 57 gold top reissue, but not gold.
Yeah, I get you. All right.
Which makes it much betterer.
Yeah.
Because you can't get much better than Candy Apples, really.
Not really. And yeah, Costa, he's got a collection of 80 some.
No, well, yes.
Yeah, you have.
High 70s.
It's 80, Dave. Come on.
High 70s.
It's 81.
High 70s.
It's 81.
High 70s.
It's only because he's got some up for sale that he's discounted them.
It's high 70s. I am discounting them in both senses of the word. Because he didn't sell at the original prices.
Yeah, your friend's got a gold top. He has 5.
No, I don't. I think I have 4 gold tops. No, it might only be 3. No, it's 4. It is 4. It is 4. I do apologise. It is 4.
See?
Well, yeah, but what's worse is I have 4 Candy Apple red top Les Pauls. I mean, they're ridiculously round. I've got 4 of them. It's stupid.
I know.
It's just stupidity.
Yeah, hold on a minute.
It's not big and it's not clever.
Yeah, but hold on a minute. You've got 21 of something else.
No, I mean Les Paul reissues in general. I've got. I think I counted 25. Did I? I think it was 25.
Right.
But that's not creating any differentiation by colour, and obviously we all know that colour make things play and sound completely different.
So, tone
So
pain.
it's completely false and wrong to group all those 25 Les Pauls into the same general category because they're fundamentally different guitars.
Of course.
Yeah, they are. Absolutely. This is the kind of justification that goes on in my brain every day.
Yeah. It hurts me a lot, you know.
So what order are we doing these last ones then?
I think we were going to do 3-legged horse first.
3-legged horse. Was it 3-legged horse, clangers and human?
That's the one.
Oakley dokley then. Sounds
This
like
is actually, its full title is the 3-legged horse of the Acropolis.
Yes, indeed. Because who wouldn't want to make it a simple and straightforward and non-humorous title like that?
Exactly. Exactly, mate. Yeah.
Somehow I'd switch my fuzz pedal off.
Have you got your sub lined up?
Yes, it's all.
Right, yeah,
All
cool.
gubbins. We're gubbinsing it.
Alright. Was I tight on them kicks at the end? I don't know. I'll have to listen back to that one. You what?
I think that would have been really nice if it hadn't been for my foot switching malfunction that I created.
The little stutter.
There was.
There was a stutter.
There was. I do apologise.
It's alright.
Clangoid?
Yeah. Stop me. There it's got that Les Paul thing, hasn't it, that guitar?
It does. I was just thinking, pick the right one to play clangers on. Clangers is definitely a Les Paul track.
Yeah, I thought you'd say that. And thank you to everybody who's here as well.
Yes, thank you.
Good to see you, Zach. Hi, Pearl. Good to have you with us. Mountain Man, sorry I've not said hello to you as well. How you doing, buddy? Good to have you here. And yeah, Zach, I'll be there at OU812 to see you later on. Hanging out with the guys, which is cool. I like that. That is cool. But then, no surprise, you're a bit of a cool guy. So, you know, what do we expect? You're going to be in the cool places, aren't you? All right, let's have a bit with clangers, yeah?
Yep.
I'll give it a 9.
Yeah, it was pretty good.
It was pretty good.
Pretty good.
Yeah, it's not a recording, though, was it? It wasn't a recording.
No.
But it was pretty good. It was passable. And then, I'm right in thinking this is human, yeah?
I think so. I think it's our last one. I can't think of any that we've missed.
No.
Apart from the one we know we've missed.
Correct.
The one we've missed on porpoise.
Yeah. So, yeah, our last track for today. It's been a blast playing for you. And it's nice to see so many people coming in and out of the chat and been around. So many different names as well. Really cool. It's always nice to see you, Many Vibes. I love it. You always make it feel good for some reason. I wish I knew why or how you do it, but you do it and I love it. It's a kind of magic. It's a beautiful thing. So, Human and out. Last track for the day. And we will see you, I don't know, at some point in the future. I'll be in touch in the next couple of days with something for G-May. And I'll probably be back doing a live stream this week at some point, maybe a little pop-up one. But I'll definitely be there on Friday for another Friday Live as part of the Friday night train of music that is going. Thanks to everybody who's been here or who has used the Buy Me a Coffee link as well. That is massively appreciated. And anybody who's bought music for Bandcamp, the Methedrine Hamsters music will be on Bandcamp. We will get it there. We will get it there. I'll make it happen. I'll stick it on my account.
Our rodent overlords are taking a little bit of convincing.
Yeah, this is it. You know, yeah, they're a hard pack to deal with. You know,
they are.
But we'll get it there. We'll get it there. And we'll see you all at some point next time. I'll end the track and then I'll end the stream. It's been a blast and love you all. Deal with it.
The whole planet Earth is a system, and we, human species, are only part of a very small part.
Love you all. Deal with it.